Hello there. Right, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on this Boblov night scope. Okay, now these retail for about £89 to £95 on eBay. For a budget end scope, it's actually not too bad. So you've got the infrared illuminator at the front here, which I'll put a cap on, which I'll tell you about shortly. Your battery pack is here. This takes a 3.7 volt AA size battery. You've got a carry strap. You've also got a cover for the back, which has a hole in it, as you can see, so that if you're out night scoping, you can use that so you don't have any backlight shining on your face. And you've got a lens cover, and this is your focus just here. Okay, if you're going out in cold weather, these little buttons on here, okay, they're not very good for using in gloves. Okay, you can't feel them, so in the darkness with your fingers, bare fingers, you have to sort of count them down to find out where they are. So if you're going out in winter time, use fingerless gloves. Okay, now for urban surveillance, for home security in an urban environment, it's absolutely brilliant because it uses the ambient street light rather than the infrared illuminator. Okay, now if you're going to use this for covert surveillance, this infrared illuminator is a dead giveaway because it glows red basically. So find yourself a cover that'll fit, or put a bit of bodge tape over the end and just cover it up. That way when you're going in an urban environment, it won't turn on automatically. Okay, now the battery power on this lasts about an hour and a half tops. Okay, now I've tried to find 3.7 volt AA size batteries in the local supermarkets, etc. I can't find them anywhere. I can find them online for about 18 quid, which is a bit silly money really. So try this idea. Okay, portable charging pack. We've all seen these for your mobile phones and your tablets when out walking or going on holiday. You charge your devices up. Go into B&M's, £3.99. Comes with a charging clip, and what you need to do is take off that rubber panel there. There's your SD card, there's your charging point. This is the cable that comes with it. Plug it in, make sure you get it right way up, plug it in, plug it into the USB side there, push the button, the blue light comes on, and you get your red light. Now you can either use that to charge your battery, or you can use it, technically it's straight from the mains. Okay, now when you're running it off a mains power, you look through the view screen, in the top left hand corner there's a little picture of a battery with a lightning flash going through it. That says you're on mains power. Okay, now I've not had the chance to test these out in the field yet, so I don't know how much usage you're going to get out of it. I would say probably a couple of hours, maybe a bit more. So if you're going out night scoping for long periods, overnight maybe, good thing, go into B&M's, buy a handful of these, probably 2 or 3, charge them up, take them with you, you've got no power issues. But say for night scoping for wildlife, it's actually pretty good for a budget end scope. If you're going to go into something like covert surveillance, then I would really go and spend a bit more money on something more useful for that. I mean, you're talking thousands of pounds if you want to get into proper covert surveillance anyway, with passive infrared, etc. One little design fault I have found with this, when you want to mount it on a tripod, okay, I've had to skim these little rail down here because the tripod bolt is too short to go into it. Now you can either skim it down with a Dremel, takes about 2 minutes, it's only hardened plastic, or you can extend the screw on your tripod, whichever way you want to do it, but that fits quite comfortably and it's quite secure as well. But if you're going out looking for wildlife, I do suggest you take a tripod, because it's much more stable, and also when you come into video to zoom in, say on foxes for instance, you don't get the camera shake, and it get better quality. It shoots in VGA, it's not bad quality at all. You can download it to your laptop, you can then share it online, whatever you want to do with it. But for the money, it's actually very good. I'm actually quite pleased with it. So the best thing to do is, when you get it, just go out and use it, because the instructions are half in Chinese, and then the English version has been translated from Chinese into English, and it sometimes doesn't make sense. So you really need, just use it as a basic guide for it. And there you go, it's dead simple to use. So have fun. See you soon.